No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the SMU Mustangs, taking on another team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Mustangs will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Syracuse's offense will have the football first. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
Syracuse right back at it.
And how about that start for the offense in this game? You could not ask for a better play. They come out firing, going down the field. They get a huge completion. What a way to begin this football contest.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
To the air, it's Dampier. He's got it down the middle.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Cuse. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the SMU Mustangs offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make...
Going to take a shot at this DB. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Flying down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, SMU.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Makes the grab down the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Cooper. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. Oh, the spin move. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Leaves it with the running back. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Got his man on the outside. Fights off a defender. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Snagged in the middle, it's McFadden. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Here's a quick throw out to the left.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Makes a connection. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Syracuse right back at it. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Gill. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Syracuse.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Leaves it with the back.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
This guy is lightning fast. You see him come out of the break on the slant. QB got it to him early. What a weapon.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
Talk about having a day. We're not even done the first quarter yet. This receiver already has over 100 yards. Look out.
And the Mustangs are on the move. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Got a man, it's Singleton. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. The screen, and watch out. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Syracuse, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. To the air, it's Dampier. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. The short hands, it's McFadden. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. First play of the drive wants to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And the DB right with him to knock it away. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This time he's got his man. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
He's brought down at the 38-yard line. And first down for the offense.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. On the move, it's Ball. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There are a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Mustangs. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He'll keep it himself. Smashes through the tackle. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll move the wide receiver. And off to Jones. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Orange will have to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Ball. Sweet spin. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. There he goes. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
This offense has put on a display. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Back to throw, it's Dampier. Fires to the big fella. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Syracuse right back at it. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Gill. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab on the left side. He's brought down to 1. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Orange.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half. And
the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on third down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Connection to the right. Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Got his man out of the backfield. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Here's a heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the third sack of the game for this unit.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Zings it complete to the right. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Shakes off the defender. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Great place to start for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. Running back searching for a hole. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They'll give it to him again. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. The least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Gets open down the middle. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Watch the screen, baby, watch that screen!
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Jones. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Calls his own number. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Cuse. And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
SMU 44, Syracuse.
On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32.
You're watching the ball.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna run it. It's ball. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
SMU 44, Syracuse 27.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Harden. Quick spin on the run. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Got some room, headed to the goal line.
I need to go find my GHSA shirt. I couldn't find
And the
that.
stomping has
Number
commenced.
white shirt.
They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
That or go home and put the food in
And it'll
get
be a
the mattress.
touchback. The ball will come out to the
I mean,
25-yard
I need
line.
my
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Here's the handoff. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
To throw, it's Dampier.
Just in the garage.
Fires to the wideout. Holds it in. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The give on the inside. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Do this for a little bit.
The run from the shotgun.
Watch.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Got a man. It's McFadden. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock.
He's got it. First down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Handoff to Jones. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's McFadden. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Turning it on. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How about this? These guys are going for 2. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the
Really?
land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Lisa, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The SMU offense is headed back onto the
What up,
field.
KP, bro?
How
What up?
about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And this offense
I didn't want that. It
continuing
was
to
just
put up
given.
points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's McFadden. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's McFadden. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he's got some space. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Now from inside the red zone. Working the big fella to the corner. Touchdown, Orange. And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, it's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one stop with this many points that's being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.